Welcome to another unit in this preparatory course Mathematics. This time I'm going to talk about products, or rather how to work with or what is the so-called product sign. If you already listened to the unit on the sum sign, well, that's basically the same here, but with a different sign and with multiplication instead of addition. However, if we go step by step, the product sign, that's like a large pie where we have three parts. First part, that's the AK. That's like a function or a series where I insert different numbers. The numbers I insert, they start with the value below the fraction line, whereas the first part here, the K, that's the variable I use. And this takes first the value M, and then, as M is an integer, always, the next largest integer. Next largest, next largest, next largest integer, until I arrive at the value N, which is atop the product sign. Then I stop. And all of these results, which I get when I insert the numbers in the series AK, all those results I multiply up. So here, again, what I just told you, the K, that's our variable or index, M is my starting value, N the final value, and AK, that's a function or series where I insert these values. Just to illustrate this, let's do two examples. If I take the product of the series K from 1 till N, this means I insert 1 into the function K, so I get 1, then multiplied with, then I insert the next highest integer, that's 2. So I get 2 multiplied with next highest integer, 3. Multiplied with next highest integer inserted, 4. And so forth until I'm at N, the final value on top of the product sign. This is actually a bit more fancier way of writing what in a different unit I introduced as the factorial of n. So let's do a second example as well. Here we have a bit more complex function, which is k squared. So if I insert 1, I get 1 squared. Then again, multiplied with times. Then I insert the next highest integer, which is 2. So I get 2 squared. Again, times. Then insert the next highest integer, 3. So 3 squared. Multiplied with. Insert 4. 4 squared. Now I'm at 4. So I'm at the final value. So at this point, I stop. And then I can just evaluate what I got here. So I get 1 squared times 2 squared times 3 squared times 4 squared. So 1 times 4 times 9 times 16 gives me 576. And well, that's always the same with these product signs. And as I said, we can use them, for example, if we want to write down the factorial in a slightly more professional way, as with 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times something. So that's done already, everything there is about the product sign and how to use the product sign, at least what we're going to use here. So I say goodbye and see you next time.